Now, whilst mine came from eBay, this does strike me as the kind of thing that you might see on one of those pop-up stalls, the stands that you get inside shopping centres, where 1 month it's selling loom bands, the next it's a head massager or whatever the flavour of the month is. Perhaps they're selling these at the moment, for all I know. I haven't been out to a shopping centre for quite a while, but this is the main part of it. This is the acrylic piece, which is etched with a pattern on one side, and it needs to be illuminated from below by the other piece. Now all you have to do is slot one into the other and plug it into a 5-volt USB power socket. So this is the base. You can see the slot for the panel there. We've got a switch on the front here, which is a touch sensitive switch. Looking around, it's just a piece of black plastic. It's got a USB socket on the back, a USB micro B, and we've got a switch on the front here, which is a touch sensitive switch. Looking around, it's just a piece of black plastic. It's got a USB socket on the back, a USB micro B, and inside the slot you can see there are 8 colour changing LEDs in there. Now the plastic itself feels a little bit nasty and cheap. This doesn't feel like a quality device at all. You can see on the bottom here, got a couple of little sort of marks on the edge where it's just been pulled off a mould. And I've got to point out that the supplied USB lead is quite short. So unless you're just going to plug this into a computer's USB port and have the lamp stood next to it, you'll need a longer lead. Now I'm plugging mine into a USB power adapter, so I could probably do with substituting this lead out, but it's just a standard USB A to micro B lead. So that plugs into the back of the base there. Let's switch it on, check it's working. Right, so the LEDs come on in a different colour every time you switch it on. So it goes on and off through 7 different colour cycles, I think it is, until the final one where that just automatically cycles through the available colours one after the other. Right, let's get this thing assembled. We'll put the acrylic piece into the base. It's held in place relatively securely by pieces of plastic on either side. Switch it on. There we go. Now that isn't particularly impressive, is it? I think we need to switch those lights off. Now that is more like it. You could be forgiven for thinking that this is a proper 3D object, a sculpture of some kind, but of course it is just that thin acrylic panel. Now there are perhaps dozens of different designs available, so when it came to choosing one to demonstrate in this video, I was looking through the photos on eBay for one that looked like it would produce a good 3D effect. So I'm happy to say that it does. So that tells me that the photos tend to be quite a good representation of the end result. One thing I will say about this, it seems to look best when you're sending a nice light colour through it, perhaps a light green or a light blue. One of the things that doesn't look good though is the colour cycling mode. I definitely wouldn't use this. It goes through the colours much too quickly and also switches off in between as well. It's pretty annoying to look at. Oh, and I should say that whilst the 3D effect does work to some degree in a room with ambient lighting, it definitely looks better in a darkened environment. But on the positive side, you can view it from